Welcome to the CAMI Recipes series, inspired with recipes from Grandma's Kitchen. I'm Charles Taker, and I'm going to accompany you through 6 episodes of old-time tested traditional recipes. And I'll also give you some tricks and tips on how to add some local flavor to your kitchen table without breaking the bank. Today we're going to be making a roasted ham. This roasted ham recipe is coming to us from Diane Clark. It's a roasted ham using a bone-in ham, and basically it's going to be slow cooked over a number of hours. So to begin with, one of the things that we might want to do is score it. So we're going to score it here and use your knife and maybe make a nice diamond pattern through the fat part. And then we'll add some cloves and a lovely sauce. So it's a little tough here. So here we go. Nice sharp knife would be good for this. And this just gives it a lovely effect after it's baked. So just take some cloves and stick in the little seams here. Cloves add a wonderful flavor to ham when you're baking it. We'll also be making a little sauce that will accompany it. And as I said, we're cooking this over a number of hours, so it will fall right off the bone when you eat it at your family meal. The recipe that Diane uses is typically made at night, and so you can put it in the oven and let it slow cook overnight. And so the next day by lunchtime, or dinner time, as they say in the Magdalen Islands, you can have your full dinner. So we'll just add a few more cloves before we put it in the roasting pan. Now let's just put it into the actual roasting pan. So we're going to put it in like this, so the fat is actually on the side. If it was a ham that was sitting in a different way, you would probably put the ham side up. So we add just a bit of water, about 3/4 of a cup, into the actual pan. Actually, I'm going to put the rest on later because we're going to sprinkle it with some dry mustard. And a cup of brown sugar. We're just going to put that on. And we'll pour the rest of the water because we want this to make a lovely sauce. And we're also going to add some pineapples. And we're going to, if you're using canned pineapples, keep the juice that they're in. And we're just going to pour that also into our pan. And we'll put the pineapples around the bottom into the liquid so that they get the flavor and will be a lovely golden color when it's baked. And as I say, this is a recipe that is slow baked, so it's going to bake for an hour at 350, and then it's going to go into the oven for another 12-14 hours at 250, and then the next day, if you're cooking it overnight, you'll take it out. So we're ready to go into the oven. So I've just turned up the oven to 350. It's been roasting all night at 250. I just basted it as well for the last time. So it's time now to prepare our vegetables. In the Magdalen Islands, we like to eat our hams or roast with carrots and turnips and potatoes. So those are the vegetables that we're going to use today. So some of them I've already peeled, so we'll just get them ready and we'll put them on the stove. Some of them take longer than others. And so we'll be back to plate once all of that has been finished. And here we have our ham. It smells delicious. It looks delicious. Our vegetables have been prepared. Ham is a recipe that goes on giving, because often you don't finish a ham in one sitting. So you can make a number of recipes for leftovers with ham. One of the things that I often do is pea soup. I make pea soup on the second day. Maybe on the third day, I'll turn it into a leek and potato and ham pie. But there are all kinds of things that you can do with ham. You can throw them in omelets or all kinds of things. So it's a gift that keeps on giving. Hams tend to be a little expensive. So if you find them when they're on sale, you might want to pick up a couple of them because they're delicious. You can watch the other videos in this series or visit the CAMI website for more information about their local programming. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.